Hello everyone, welcome to Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead. I'm Linda, and today I am in my front yard, and I'm about to do something that you all have never seen me do before. I'm about to plant a tree in the yard. You all know that my Weeping Willow Tree did not survive, or I'm gonna say this very sick right now. And so I have gotten another Weeping Willow Tree to replace that tree. And as you can see, this Weeping Willow Tree is already pretty tall. It is over 5 foot tall. So I am very excited about getting this in the ground. But one reason I do not do a lot of planting in the ground is because it is very strenuous. And so that is why I choose to put most of my trees into pots. And I always say that when I get someone to come over and help me in the garden that is a man, I'm going to have them to help me to get those trees in the ground. I'm gonna have them dig the hole, and I'm gonna drop the tree in the ground, because y'all, that is hard work. I do want this tree here in my yard. I do want to go ahead and do it, even though it is best to plant your trees during the times when it's not so hot outside. Plant them, it's best to plant them when they're dormant. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna plant this weeping willow in the ground. And I remember some years ago, I had some a friend bought me some weeping willow switches, and all of them did not survive, but at least one of them did survive. I planted it in the ground. So this time what I'm gonna do, since this tree has some switches on it, they're small. They're not the size of the switches that I planted before. But what happened was one of them, the one that did survive, somebody ran over, it got ran over with the lawnmower. So I'm going to take these bottom ones off of this tree. There's about three of them. And I am going to put them in some water in this mason jar over here. I got my mason jar over here, so I'm going to put them in some water, and until I decide, or until I do some research to see how I am going to go about planting them, because the last time that I did it, I just stuck it in the ground. So that is probably not the best way to do it. These mosquitoes realize that I'm out here. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to dig this hole. So I'm gonna get my gloves. And we are going to dig a hole, and I left my fertilizer, and we're gonna put some fertilizer in the hole, and we're gonna pop this tree in, and we're gonna take very good care of it. I'm going to give it the adequate water that it's needing, because right now we've been getting a lot of rain. Today it's not raining. I didn't look at the forecast to see if we've got rain in the forecast, but the temperatures have been in the 80s, you all, and it has been wonderful. The only problem with that is that you really couldn't get out and really do a whole lot because it was raining so much. But I have really loved this rain, and I know some people probably are tired of it, but I wouldn't mind if it could continue in this area for a while. But if it does not, we'll just make sure this tree gets adequate water that it needs, because we are getting into August, and we know August is usually a very hot month. Although July was, it was thumbs up on July's temperature. So I am going to go ahead and drop this tree in. Well, I can't drop it in until I dig this hole. So y'all, let's put this in time lapse so that y'all won't hear all that moaning and groaning and grunting that I'm fixing to do. Okay, let's get started, y'all. Okay, so I have got my hole dug, and I'm going to go ahead and remove these little switches from the bottom of the tree. And these are what I will be placing into some water. Because I do not want any switches growing at the bottom of my tree like this. I just want this tree to start right here and have a canopy. I don't need all these limbs growing at the bottom of the tree. So I'm going to take these and I'm going to put them into some water. Then we're going to fill our hole back up. First, I'm going to add some plant tone to my hole, and Just gonna add a couple of fistfuls to get this plant off to a good start. And I'm gonna add some water. Just moistening up my root ball. And I didn't do a lot to break up this root ball, but these roots on these weeping willows are very aggressive, so I don't think that that's going to be necessary. Okay, and the wind has started blowing, and it feels so good. So I'm going to start backfilling my hole. I don't want it leaning like that though, so I'm going to hold it up and start getting some soil on that side that it was leaning to. Y'all, it was not extremely hard to dig this hole with it, you know, having been raining for the past week. And so the ground was moist. Soil was not hard and it wasn't too compact. Okay, so we got it standing pretty straight now. I'm gonna go ahead and get in here and start breaking up this soil and from these big clogs. I am very excited about getting this tree planted and having another weeping willow started. Weeping willow that is on the other side of the house had only been planted approximately 15 years. So it does not take long for these weeping willows to get large. So we'll be enjoying shade off of this tree real soon. Even if it is not large enough to give us shade, to me it is a very beautiful tree. It adds a lot of interest to your yard. And I really enjoy seeing the other one when I would drive down my driveway. And so now I'll be able to get that feeling back when I drive down my driveway. This would be on the opposite side. Okay, so now go ahead and get rest of this soil into my hole. Walk on this, get my tree and my soil contacted. I'm going to stake my tree. I want this tree to stand tall and strong until it gets established. And so I'm going to stake it. But first I'm going to add some more water to it. And then I'm going to find a stake. Okay, so we're just gonna let that soak in. And I'm gonna get a stake. Okay, so I went and found a stake, and I don't want this tree to not be able to move at all. I want it to be able to blow in the wind, and that is the way these trees will get stronger. But I do not want it to just blow to the point that it is crooked or leaning. So I'm going to just use a small stake, and I'm going to stake it so that it has some stability and that it is standing upright and not leaning to the side. Okay, so it still can move in the wind. And I will remove this stake as this tree begins to grow. So I will take these extra clods of soil and I will just fill in some holes that may be somewhere on the property. Okay, y'all, the next thing that I am going to do is I am going to open up a gift that I received. And y'all, I am so excited about this gift because it came from one of my viewers, Diana. Her channel name is GodsDesire4Me, and Diana has sent me a gift, and the card said that she hoped that these will help me in my harvesting and make my harvesting more efficient. And yes, Diana, they will. And what she has sent to me are 2 harvesting aprons. And y'all, I am so excited about these because a lot of times when I'm in the harvesting and then I'm trying to hold my shovel and trying to harvest and put the harvest in my basket. So this way I can have this apron on, and y'all, it is deep. The pockets are deep. And so that is going to help me out a whole lot. And so I can put this around me. And also whenever I go into my chicken coop, a lot of times I forget my basket. And so this is going to help me on those days that I don't forget, that I don't have my basket. I can have my apron, and these pockets will hold a lot. Now look how much room, look. This is a lot of room. And so, Diana, I appreciate you. And right now, I am sending you a virtual hug. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for being so considerate and so thoughtful to see the things that I am struggling with out here on my homestead, and knowing, and y'all, this is, hey, I might wear it going to the side sometimes because it's going to be so convenient. I don't just have to have it in front of me. If I want to, I can put it, you know, I'm harvesting my okra, and I can put, y'all, I am loving this already. Thanks again, Diana. I appreciate you. You are wonderful. I appreciate it. So I'm just enjoying this already, just seeing how I can use this. And the fact that I have two, I can have my eggs in one, I can go in there and drop them off, don't even have to worry about it, put on another one, go out there and harvest my okra. Yeah, that is what I'm fixing to do. My granddaughter brought my two grandsons with her, and my great-grandson. He's little, so he's not going to be able to help me. But the other ones, I am going to have them to help me in the garden, and we're going to harvest some okra and some stuff for them to take back with them. My granddaughter came, and she has been a big help with me trying to get my kitchen straightened out. She has been organizing. Y'all, it's so funny. I went in and I was doing some of the work, and I was putting the things up, and I was thinking, okay, yeah, that looks pretty good. And she came in and I showed her the things that I wanted her to put up, but while she was putting them up, she organized the organization that I already had done, y'all. And when she did it, it was like, it made sense. I thought it made sense when I did it, but it did not. She is good at that. And I can say it, some people are so good at those type of things, at getting things put up, making it fit in, I've not had to throw away so much because of the way that she is organizing it. And she's making it just neat, and it's fitting. So I am so happy about that. So I think after maybe another trip down, me and her will be able to go ahead and get this straightened out. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to harvest some stuff for their mom, for their household, for well, my daughter's household, because they don't live together. But I'm going to be getting, letting them harvest some things for them today. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use this apron. I'm going to go out and harvest the okra. So y'all, let's go get the okra. Y'all, I can definitely say that this has made harvesting this okra more efficient. Look, I've got a lot of okra right here, and I had it just hanging to the side. My hands were free. So yes, I am loving this harvesting apron. And I got a nice harvest. Let me show you all what I have. Okay, I have a nice amount of okra to send to my daughter today. So I'm gonna pick up some other things. I see a few cucumbers out here and some peppers. I'm gonna go ahead and harvest those for her. Then I'm gonna see if we have any squash. My daughter and her husband are going to enjoy these. They are working today, so they are not here, but I'm going to send them a harvest. Y'all, look at this funny little tomato. It's so cute. It's a little tomato man. Like, that's the head and that's the body. And I told you all, these cucumber plants, they still bearing. So I'm gonna go ahead and send her some cucumbers for a salad. They love salads. Still harvesting these lemon cucumbers. More nice peppers. And remember, whenever you're out harvesting your peppers and your cucumbers, you're encouraging your plants to continue to produce fruit. But any overripe fruit, you want to go ahead and you want to remove that from the plant, because if you do not, that tells your plant that it is finished growing and finished producing, and then you'll have to pull those plants out. My grandson Jaden has found one of the pink banana squashes. Okay, everyone, this is my harvest for today. These are the goods that I'll be sending to my daughter, because she always says don't send her too much, because she wants to make sure that she has a chance to prepare it or put it up properly. And so she's very busy, and I can understand that. I'd rather her say that than to take it and then not take care of it or put it up or preserve it. So this is our harvest for today for my daughter. So we've got to get out for a little recreation. Head down. So I hope that you all have enjoyed this video today, and that you will give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And go ahead and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a new video. And as always, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.